Yo, what's going on, guys? Trey back again here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another MMA related video talking about Alistair Overeem. So we just got confirmation Alistair Overeem has been pretty much suspended for it's going to be 9 months for breaking the pretty much for the failed drug test. So shelved for 9 months. When you add that up, pretty much it comes out to let's see, today is the 24th. So if it starts today, and I don't know when it starts, but probably sometime soon, he will be out until the end of January 2013. Holy shit, that's a long time. Like, it's not a year, 9 months, but that's still a really long time, you know. The end of January 2013 is a long way away. By the time he gets in there and is fighting again, they can set up a fight. We're looking at close to a year. So we're probably looking at 2 fights for Junior Dos Santos. Maybe 2 fights for each of the top 5 heavyweights at least, because they got the big heavyweight cards coming up, and maybe Josh Barnett will come over within that time frame. Daniel Cormier will come over during that time frame, probably into the UFC, and then eventually Reem will come back in February, probably 2012. They'll probably have a fight with him. So wow, man, that's a long freaking time to be suspended. I think it's the right call, though. I think it's the right call. They did post, there's a video on YouTube you can check out of the hearing, but you can't really hear much, and all it is basically is Overeem saying that he was taking some medication prescribed from a doctor due to some issues he was having with his rib and his foot, this kind of stuff to help him heal and whatever. And it just sounds like, the whole runaround to me anyway. It doesn't sound legit to me at all. We were all wondering if Reem was on steroids before all of this happened, and if he didn't have trouble before the Brock testing, because the Brock testing looks suspicious. The Nevada State Athletic Commission was requesting he submit his urine for a drug test, and he basically wouldn't do it. He left to Holland, and then he submitted a blood test, which was the wrong test, and then eventually, like, there was a lot of he left when he was supposed to be giving them a test. There's also some controversy about after the hearing he had today that he left immediately, so they were maybe planning on testing him right then and there, but he left immediately after. So there's just a lot of controversy about what's going on. I think that at this time we can clearly say 99% that he was using, his whole cover story and that kind of stuff. He didn't declare, as far as I know, any medication before the random drug test. Like, he didn't say. They ask the fighters when they test, are you on anything now? And then they note it down because it will affect the results. And he didn't say he was on anything before the random drug test. And now after he's saying, oh, well, I was on this. Come on, man. You got caught. He's still saying no, he wasn't, but we all know he's been doing it for a while. It's pretty easy to tell. 99% at this point, I think. It's pretty much guaranteed. So, almost a year off, 9 months. Man, when he comes back, I don't think he'll be the same fighter at all, because he's going to have to get off the junk one way or another. He's going to have to get off of it. He can't keep using it and keep fighting in the UFC. These random drug tests are going to catch him. He's not going to get away with it. So, one way or another, I think we will see Reem back next year in February, probably. It kind of sucks because we love to see him fight. He's a great fighter, one of the best in the world. Definitely probably the best in the world with juice. Without it, I mean, who knows where he's going to be at. He's definitely not going to be the same fighter. See, people, they underestimate, and fighters do this too. A lot of times I see interviews and stuff, and they try to act like, well, it's all technique. Everything's technique. Well, yeah, technique is the most important thing. But when it comes to wrestling, when it comes to power, when it comes to all of these different things, training, recovery, if you're on steroids, man, the difference is unbelievable. You can take, there's all kinds of different types you can take for different things. You can take steroids to make you faster. You can take steroids to help you gain muscle and put on weight, cut down, like clenbuterol, things like this you can use to cut weight down. There's steroids to help you cut weight too. There's all kinds of different steroids you can use, and who knows what he's been using. I mean, it's just hard to say. So either way, I think when he comes back, he's not going to be the same fighter. I think he'll still be top 5 heavyweight, but I don't know I think if he would have fought Junior Dos Santos in 2 months and he would have gotten away with it, he would have beaten him. But I think next year, now that he's got to get off the junk, I think he's probably going to lose to Junior, because what happens is once these guys have been using steroids for so long, they get off it, their levels just go, their body stops producing testosterone naturally because they've been getting this extra, from injecting the needle through their ass. All this time they've been getting this extra testosterone. Their body says, I don't need to make any more, and it stops almost entirely. And that's where you see, like, guys who have been using steroids for a while, their estrogen levels will increase, and they may grow like boobs and stuff like that, like all these different things, lose all their muscle mass, get fat as shit. Like all these things happen as a result of having low hormones. Hormones are so important when it comes to energy, training, recovery, strength, speed, everything, man. And people try to play it down like, oh no, technique's the only thing that matters. Speed and strength with technique will always beat just technique. There's no question about it. So that's my video about it, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. 9-month suspension for Reem. I think it's justified. I think it's fair. And I hope he can get off the stuff. But, when a guy's been using it for 4 or 5 years like he probably has, it's not an easy thing to just get off it. He's going to need TRT later or something. I guarantee you he's going to need TRT. Later, guys. Peace.